Skyplayer Popcorn fan here, and in this video I would like to discuss the newest trailers for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and Legends Arceus. Now, these two trailers were released on during the Pokemon Presents this Wednesday, a few days ago, and let me tell you, first thing, I want to talk about the remakes first, and then I'll talk about Legends Arceus. But initially, I wasn't sure what to think about the remakes when they were first revealed back in February, because this whole the chibi art style, the more toyish character modeling of all the humans, and the overall overworld look of the games, I just wasn't sure what to think of it. And then what they said in the presents was that it was going to be almost very faithful to the original games. So I mean, obviously it's not going to be completely faithful, because they're going to have to rework the menu system completely, because the menu system in the original games was on the touchscreen because it was on the Nintendo DS. So that's going to be different, obviously, the whole menu system. And also, but with this new trailer, with what they've shown us in this week, is that they're bringing back Pokemon walking with you, which is a mechanic that was very much appreciated in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee and Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Looks like they're bringing that gameplay element back into Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, which I really like. And also, they were easily, they definitely improved on the graphics ever since the games were first revealed. It looks a lot more visually pleasing to the eyes, essentially. And also, another thing that's worth noting is some of the added elements as well. For example, they added trainer customization, which I did not think that they would have trainer customization in this game. I was expecting it in Legends Arceus, which has not been revealed yet. I don't know if there will be trainer customization in Legends Arceus, but I'm hoping there will be. I don't know. They haven't revealed that yet for that game, but it's a little bit more limited, similar to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, the trainer customization in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Then also they have the Grand Underground, which it brings back a lot of the core gameplay of the Underground from the original games and from Pokemon Platinum. They brought back that same thing, but also updated. You get to go into these new secret areas where you can catch Pokemon that you would not normally catch in the region throughout your journey. So there's certain cave entrances or rooms in the Grand Underground where you can see overworlds of Pokemon, which is cool to see, and Pokemon that you don't normally catch in your regular adventure, you'll be able to catch in these areas in the Grand Underground. And also in rooms where you're building your secret base, you can create a whole lot of statues in the room, which I thought was also really cool. So, and also there's the contests, Pokemon contests are back in the games, and it definitely looks a lot more like they're using elements of the Pokemon musicals from Black and White and mixing it with the contests, and it looks a lot more lively. The Pokemon contests, they actually look fun to play, which I've never really been all that invested with Pokemon contests in the games before, but with what I saw in the trailer for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, it looked very fascinating to me. It looked a lot more lively and a lot more fun to play. I'm actually considering playing Pokemon contests for the first time in a really long time in these remakes. And also there's the Pokeball seals that look a lot more visually pleasing as well, with the 3D graphics and all that. And just overall, I'm actually looking forward to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl now. Just still not quite as much as Legends Arceus, which, now that I've seen that trailer too, I am really excited for Legends Arceus, because it's an open world action RPG. Your character can get hit by Pokemon attacks. You can avoid them, but you can also get hit and you can get knocked out. Your human character can get knocked out, literally. And I find that very fascinating in Legends Arceus, because Pokemon are aggressive in the wild, especially when there's that energy coming from the sky, and you see this energy sort of making Pokemon more aggressive, which kind of reminds me of Pokemon Coliseum a little bit, and also because there are certain characters that we finally get to see, but like we finally get to see some new characters, the supporting characters. We see Silene, who is very clearly related to Cyrus in the modern day of the Diamond and Pearl remakes and the original games in Platinum. There's obviously that lineage that's very apparent with the character of Silene. Then also there's Professor Rowan's ancestor. I can't remember his name, but apparently there's a lineage there too as well with Professor Rowan's ancestor, and also the professor in this game who came from other regions. You having Cyndaquil and Rowlet and Oshawott as your starters to choose from in Legends Arceus, which is very cool. And also another thing is that in this timeline, or in this particular time, the Sinnoh region was known as the Hisui region, and I find that very fascinating because Sinnoh wasn't always named Sinnoh. It used to be called the Hisui region, which I also thought was very interesting. And another thing to have note about that is there are regional variants of Pokemon and evolutions, new evolutions in Legends Arceus. There's the Weirdeer Pokemon, which is an evolution of Stantler, and you ride on the Weirdeer, running around kind of like you ride on horses in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And there's the Hisuian regional form of Braviary, and you're flying on that Braviary, similar to paragliding in Breath of the Wild. And there's this new evolution of Basculin, Bascu Legion, and you're surfing on that Pokemon. And I find that very cool. I love that. I love riding on Pokemon, and that basically being the replacement of HMs in older games. And I love that about Legends Arceus. It just feels a lot more lively. They definitely polished the graphics ever since the first reveal of the games. And also, there's this new battling mechanic. When you fight wild Pokemon, there's this strong style battle, and then there's the agile style battle, which I'm guessing that's kind of a boosting stat for the Pokemon to defeat these more aggressive Pokemon. And I find that very fascinating. I'm just overall I love this game. Just looks beautiful. I mean, granted, it doesn't look as polished as, say, Breath of the Wild, but even that, like, you just compare it to some of the past games, like even to Sword and Shield, like this game looks so much better. Like, it looks beautiful, and I can't wait to play it. And it comes out in January 28th, and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl comes out November 19th, I believe, or 18th or 19th November. So you don't have to wait too long for the remakes. And then a couple months later, Legends Arceus. I am looking forward to both of these games. Legends Arceus, definitely the most. I'm more excited for this game than I was for Legends Arceus. Excuse me. I'm more excited for Legends Arceus than I was for Pokemon Sword and Shield 2 years ago, and that's saying a lot because I do enjoy Sword and Shield, and Sword and Shield did help influence Legends Arceus because that was the first Pokemon game to have an open world gameplay aspect, which was obviously greatly expanded upon Legends Arceus, and I'm just really looking forward to this new game. And yeah, that should do it for this video, and I'm overall just very happy that we're getting these new games, and Legends Arceus being something I've wanted in so long in this franchise, just being a breath of fresh air, no pun intended, but also just being something that you can just really grow to appreciate. And if Legends Arceus does really well financially and critically, I definitely think that they'll continue to make more Pokemon games like that in the future. And also, like, another gameplay mechanic that I almost forgot to mention is that there's crafting. There's crafting in Legends Arceus, where you can collect items and then combine them to make new items. And I find that very fascinating too, because that's a mechanic in a lot of other survival games like The Last of Us, and so there's this certain gameplay aspect of Legends Arceus that kind of helps the Pokemon franchise become more like other games and that are more popular today too as well, like Resident Evil, Last of Us, those types of games. So I'm just really overall very excited for Legends Arceus and what the game has to offer, not just from a gameplay standpoint, but also in terms of the story. And because it seems to me like, because Arceus is the main Pokemon of the game, it might be like the main villain of the game too, similar to how Arceus was the main villain of the Arceus and Jewel of Life movie. So that's all very exciting for me, and yeah, so that should do it for this video. And for my next video, I will be reviewing the first season of Superman and Lois. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.